It has been long enough, I am back. I made a tier list and or current ranking of the strength of characters in the pre-generation arc as of episode 8, the latest episode, not Prime, and I decided this would be a good way to move forward from here just as a benchmark for myself and anyone who this video may help as to where each character currently stands so that as they get stronger we can have a better understanding and an easier ranking. At number 1, to nobody's surprise, it's gonna be Shingen. This placement needs little to no explanation. He's the pinnacle of the pre-generation as of right now, as he is yet to go up against and lose to Gaprion, and even that part of the pre-generation arc is contentious amongst people, and some people still have Shingen as their number 1 of all time, so Shingen at 1 for now. At number 2, and this would have been way different last chapter, is just Gaprion now. Last chapter, Gaprion would have been number 4, with Mujin and Genjo being the 2 above him, but now, to me at least, Gaprion has done enough to have surpassed Rumorman Mujin, or at least the reputation Rumorman Mujin has around him, so until Mujin shows me more, if he does in the future of this arc, I'm gonna have Gaprion above. Mujin is still above Genjo though. It would be Gaprion at 2, Mujin at 3, and Genjo at 4. Now at 5 is where it gets a lot less straightforward for me. This could be either Musashi, Bengho, or Elite, depending on how you look at this. Personally, I'm not gonna consider putting Bengho this high just yet, because Bengho has shown us nothing, which you could say the same about Musashi, but I personally believe Musashi is hyped up to be Elite's sort of final opponent in this war against the Yamazakis, and he's also the only one with an implication to be above Bengho, just like directly, even though it's not that reliable. So him and Elite are in contention for this spot, whereas with Bengho, he could honestly be this strong and I wouldn't be opposed to it. He just hasn't shown anything yet, so that would be impossible for me to try to prove, especially with that implication that Musashi is stronger than him being existent. As for Musashi and Elite, it's just as follows. If you think Elite is going to have to get stronger to beat Musashi, he would be below Musashi and Musashi would take the spot. If you think Elite is already at his peak and really has no more room to grow and his last opponent is Musashi, then logically it would follow that he would just be above Musashi. And I think right now that above Musashi would just mean right above Musashi. Now as for Beiko, because he's the only person really making the rest of this list a little foggy for me, in order not to drag this out for 15 minutes, Beiko for me right now is either right above Tom or right below Jin Young. He could also be in between, but that placement looks pretty awkward on paper, so for now, if you think Beiko's wrestling prime years put him above Tom, you're free to think that, and if you think he's below Jin Young because he hasn't really shown anything, you're also free to think that. Both are fair, and after that I would just have Tom above Jin Young because I don't think Jin Young's copy has flourished just yet, whereas with Tom, I personally think he's reached his peak and has little to no room to grow left. I then have Kenji, Takeshi, and Reiji in that order, followed by Yunha and Baku. If you're asking why I have Yunha above Baku, she's just done and shown more. Baku is probably going to be shown to be stronger the moment he fights. That just hasn't happened yet, so again, I just can't bring myself to try to prove that for no reason. What does your ranking look like at the moment?